All right, it's day 8, and what we're talking about is living, knowing that ignorance is forever encountered. We're going to always have to deal with ignorant people. So, how do you deal with ignorant people? You don't. You don't respond to ignorance. Hi, how are you? Happy Thursday. Hope that you had an absolute wonderful day. My name is Sean, and I am here with life spelled out, and we are talking about life. And the way that we do that is we take the word life and we make a new acronym every night and we talk about it. So, welcome to day 8. I'm so proud of us. I am doing a countdown to my birthday, which is November 30th. So, each night we're kind of spelling out life and kind of having a conversation about it. One of the topics, I guess like the foundational topic for right now, is depression because there's so many people, men, women, and children that are dealing with depression. So I wanted to bring an awareness to that, and I wanted to share some of my own personal truths in dealing with depression. Some of the topics that we talk about, all of them, they are centered around depression, but it's not limited to a person that suffers from depression. So tonight, I want to kind of talk about something that I experienced today. Today is my off day. So typically what I do today is I spend a little time on social media, seeing what, catching up with family and friends, posting pictures of my boxes of all of my Christmas shopping, which is completely done, that kind of thing. So that's what I did. There was a post from a female that was running for office, a particular office. It is in another state, and they had posted a quick video. I replied to it of how I was so inspired by her. She's just so positive, it seems, encouraging, and so well articulate. And she stands so bold. And I personally was inspired by that. Well, maybe I should have just kept my inspirational thank yous to myself because there was a gentleman who was not very pleased with the comment and pretty much said something very ugly to me. And I mean, I sat there for a minute and went, what? Like, it's not that serious, dude. Like, where did this come from? And he wasn't alone because once he got started, he had his posse, probably people who think like him as well, and they were saying, ugly things as well. Wow, y'all, is it really that much hate in this world? That saddens me that it is, but at the same time, it has also caused me to pay attention. So after that transpired, I sat here and I've thought about it for a while, and I said, well, one, I have to be very careful in guarding my heart, my mind, and my soul. A couple of days ago, we talked about people who deal with uh, depression. Sometimes we have different triggers, and we need to sit back and try to figure out what those triggers are. And one of the things that I realized today is sometimes we think we know what our triggers are, but we don't know there may be some new triggers. That didn't depress me, okay? I didn't get depressed by his ugly statement. One of the statements was ugly, and one of the statements was extremely ugly. When you start talking about somebody's life, you, sir, are doing too much. But I keep seeing this. I just have never experienced it. And I kind of felt like the reason that some of the people kind of was going to that extreme is because the conversations were getting a little heated. But I didn't make a statement like that. So I was just kind of shocked, like, what, bruh, where did it come from? But what did I learn from that? Because in every experience, I always tell my girls, when they were growing up, they both are adults now, but I told them when they were growing up, and I repeat it now, just as my mother repeats things to me as well. There is no mistake. You don't make mistakes. The only way you make a mistake is if you keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. That's not really called a mistake. That's called insanity. When you keep doing the same thing over and over again, but for some reason you are expecting a different outcome or a different result. So with that being said, it wasn't a mistake, even though I wish I never ever would have commented on that post. Like it really wasn't that serious, and my life doesn't depend on social media. But in hindsight, I wish I never would have said anything. If I feel like she inspires me to that degree where I feel like I need to communicate that, perhaps I can send her a personal message. That's part of me. I'm being honest with you. There's two parts of me. Because one part of me said, just send her a personal message, Sean, and leave it alone. The other part of me says, who are you to stop me from my freedom of speech? You sure had your freedom of speech with your comments. So I don't know where I stand with that. I'm still kind of torn with that. And hey, it just happened today, this evening. So I haven't really been able to give it the adequate thought, meditation, and prayer that it deserves and that it needs. But I just wanted to share it with you. But what I did think about was a quote that we've heard many times before, and it is life is 10% of what actually happens to you, 90% of how you respond to it. Because I didn't respond to the turkey, and I think that's what made him mad. Yeah. But a friend of my daughter shared a quote with her once before, and I love it. So hear me roar, okay? The quote says, lions do not have to respond to the opinions or concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. Lions do not have to concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. I am a lioness, so I do not need to concern myself with the opinions of sheep. That's for you, bruh. That's the comment that you were looking for. There it goes, because I know you wanted it. Because I'm telling y'all that when I did not respond to him, that's when he and his buddies just like went off the chain off. And I was like, yeah, you're mad. Because what happened is I did post, after he posted his initial little ugly post, there was someone else that I don't know that responded back and said, why, pretty much, why did you go for her like that? Why'd you come for her? Because that's not what Sean, was saying. So I did respond to that person and I said, hey, thanks so much. I really, appreciate it. But my mom taught me something really great. And it was, we don't respond to ignorance. And his statement, his comment was ignorant. We don't even respond to ignorant. We don't take the time, nor do we give the energy to do that. I got too many things to do. I'm trying to make money moves like Cardi B. Not necessarily like her, but I want to go to the bank and they get tired of me going in there with my money. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Just, what can we learn from that? One is don't entertain ignorance, period. That's one. Number two, be cautious. Guard your heart. Make sure that you don't get in these types of situations. And then three, make sure that we understand that life is 10% of what actually happens to us, 90% of how we respond. We can make things worse by responding and going on and on and on. And I can just imagine how bad that, could possibly be. All right. So for today, not today. Nope, not today. Y'all know I love shirts. What's the shirt say? Nope, not today, bro. I wish I could take a picture and post this. But we don't respond to ignorance, so therefore he won't get it. So I'm just going to share it with y'all. Nope, not today. Guard your heart, y'all. In these situations, try to stay clear out of them, because when we are dealing with depression, it only takes a little bit of this, just a little bit to get us off course and get us back into, a bad situation. Our heart racing, not being able to sleep, you nervous, you mad. No. They not worth that. I don't even know the dude. So why am I going to spend my time on him? So yesterday we even talked about how we're going to have the test. It's like all of these different days kind of go in with each other. So, hey, I feel like that was still a continuation of test. It was a continuation of the test from yesterday, just in a different format. There's different type of test. All right. So, nope, not today. Don't even entertain ignorance. You know, Uh, People who are ignorant, they like to be around other people that's ignorant. And y'all heard the people say, you stir in a pot. Y'all know. Don't stir in that pot. It don't need to be stinky around here. Leave it alone. Walk away. It takes a stronger person to walk away. It takes a strong person to put the phone down and not go back and forth and say, hey, let me tell you about my husband. Hey, let me tell you. Why do all of that? That's so unnecessary. Repeat after me. We do not respond to ignorance. That's a very good thought for today for day 8. Don't respond to ignorance. Guard your heart, guard your mind. All right, y'all, that's it. It's day 8, and I am looking very forward to continuing this wonderful journey of sharing truths about depression and even about life, because that's what we're doing here. This is life spelled out, and we are talking about life. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night. Please be encouraged, and remember, nope, not today. We don't respond to ignorance. And a lion or a lioness does not need to concern themselves with the opinions and thoughts of sheep. They just sheep. Bah! They're just sheep. They're just sheep. Let the sheep be the sheep. You be the lion. You be the lioness. And roar intelligently. All right, y'all. That's it for tonight. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you tomorrow for day 9. Have a wonderful night. Remember to roar. Arr.